Barbie doll, March Piercy. This girl child was born as usual and presented dolls that did pee-pee, and miniature GE stoves and irons, and wee lipsticks the color of cherry candy. Then in the magic of puberty, a classmate said, "You have a great big nose and fat legs." She was healthy, tested intelligent, possessed strong arms and back, abundant sexual drive and manual dexterity. She went to and fro apologizing. Everyone saw a fat nose on thick legs. She was advised to play coy, exhorted to come on healthy. Exercise, diet, smile, and wheedle. Her good nature wore out like a fan belt. So she cut off her nose and her legs and offered them up.
I traveled from north to south, from east to west, but neither felt like home. Home is where walls are built with love, where rooms will cry upon as children stop running around. A house is merely a four-square building, but a home is where mothers bake cherry pies. Maybe that is why mothers say there's nothing like home, and now you can see sad eyes through the windows, empty smoke through the chimney, endless memories through the doors. The skies seem to be gloomy, as if it's reflecting how the house feels, empty. Lonely and scared, like a child had lost his mother, like a couple who lost their lover. And as I wonder, home belongs to the heart in a place filled with stranger. Hi, Assalamualaikum to Sir and to all my fellow classmates. Today I am going to explain about the poem that I have chosen, which is Concrete Poem. So what is concrete poem? Concrete poetry emphasizes the form and visual appearances in which the shape is in some way expressive of its subject matter. So concrete poetry, composed of words, letters, visuals, colors, in which it plays a central role in both design and meaning. Moving on to the summary. So the poem which I called Home came to my mind when I was traveling from one place to another. So this poem is describing about a house which is left behind and abandoned by the owner. So it is not all about the house, but how memories have been created and how home made the souls feel safe and sound. So my beloved ones inspired me to write this poem called Home, because to me home is a place where I am always looking forward to go to whenever I live far away.
It's not the matter of what, but it's a matter of how. Tears might be overflow if you don't put sincerity in it at first. No matter how bad it is, don't ever try to throw yourself away, where it might lead to lose your dignity. Embrace yourselves and light up your days. You may feel reckless, like a piece of junk, but fight it and make people believe in you. Passion and love is what we need to put, to avoid from not forgetting to put yourselves as priority.
Hi, so my name is Yasmin. I'll be explaining about my poem. Okay, so it explains of how you should deal with anyone, especially with those people who are close with you. We ourselves will be hurt if you don't deal with this properly. Sincerity is important for you to put in anything before something. There will be ups and downs, but have faith in anything for you to succeed in your life. We need to spread and share love to everyone so that everything will be beautiful. And never forget to always love yourself and appreciate about yourself too. So now, my inspiration for this poem. People face ups and downs, as I've told. There is no definition of a perfect life if there's no struggle, downs, and failures. Me, myself, faced a lot of ups and downs, and I do felt like to give up. But yet, lucky me to have loving parents, they helped me to pull myself together and helped me to survive my days. So for now, I believe more on myself And why I'm writing this kind of poem is to spread the words and share this kind of strong and kind spirit to everyone else. Now proceed to overall experience. There are so many types of feelings I felt through writing this poem. I felt sad when it starts to remind of how struggled and heartbroken I am of how I face the problems. And there are some that make me proud and glad when I believe that I'm capable of doing anything. I survived up until now by writing and reading this poem, and it makes me feel happy. This poem shows my experiences that I have faced, and I felt very thoughtful of writing this poem. So that is all from me. Thank you. Bye-bye.
There was truth behind nice, always said to be honest. Poker face of calmness, then come the surprise. Broken all the ties. Hi, my name is Yasmin, and I'm going to talk about the lyric poem that I wrote. First and foremost, the poem was called as Confessions. A person needs huge courage to make a confession, as it is acknowledging some personal facts that the person would intentionally prefer to keep it hidden. So over time, wherever the original motivations, lying can become addictive habit. So if it kept longer than needed, even the one you lie to knew all the time what you were lying, but still give the time to you for you to be honest with him or her, but you miss the chance, it's the game over for both of you. The reason or the inspiration for me to write this poem due to one of my closest friends that having some troubles in her relationship. So there's a saying that I really like, said that communication is the key for a relationship. So make someone had faith in you but then broke it easily, make me kind of fierce and angry, then come out with this poem. So for overall experience, I really love making and come out with every single line of the poetry, as well as making the scrapbook for it. So not like the other poem before, it kept as secret and nobody have read it. So even the feelings were not originally from me, but I still can emphasize what the person felt through her story. So I think that's all from me. Thank you.
TikTok. Waiting for the time, for the future or the past, travel by itself. Thoughts denied. Sleep at night, turn off the light. All alone in your mind, tell me what you find. Darkness of your sleep, take it so deep. Wave, take it away. Faith, bring it my way. So take a step to the world, another dimension, I suppose. I just hope there's a road to wipe away all the romantic tide.
Hi, my name is Mira binti Ibrahim, and I'll be explaining about the haiku and the free verse poem. So basically, what is haiku? Haiku is a 575 syllables in a poem. So my inspiration for this poem is quite simple, which is it's all about the release of time. Most of people think that we need to have like certain deadline, or we have to follow any arrangement that has been made. But for me, writing the poem, I feel like we don't have to have this strict very strict timeline or anything in order, particularly because whatever happens in the past or whatever will happen in the future will happen. So we just have to have the faith in us to actually believe in what's ever coming. So that is my inspiration for the first haiku. The second poem that I wrote is the free verse, which is free verse is just like a leisure, don't have any particular thing to fulfill. But my inspiration for this poem is my thoughts. I wrote it when I'm about to sleep, so it's just a thought before sleep. So usually people will always overthink over something at night, and we always think something negative with no benefit. Sometimes it just seems simple, but then at the end of the day it just like nothing, and we actually have to go through every day, and we have to go tomorrow, and after tomorrow is another tomorrow. So I think that we will always need to have faith again to get through everything that we do, basically. So we as a person don't need to always overthink or overdo something, because whatever happens is always happens, and we just have to find the hope and start tomorrow or every day with a shiny bright. So I think that's it.
I sit on a foreign street lonely for a cup of hot coffee. I wish you were here with me, loving the view and the coffee. For a cup of hot coffee, I fly from France to Italy, loving the view and the coffee, just to be elsewhere and be happy. I fly from France to Italy, had me escape the busy city. Just to be elsewhere and be happy, I capture magnificent sunset in Capri. Had me escape the busy city, without you, I realize myself empty. I capture magnificent sunset in Capri, loving the view but not when I'm lonely. Without you, I realize myself empty. Fasten your seatbelts, says the pretty. Loving the view but not when I'm lonely. Fly back to you and leave once I'm ready.
Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to Sir Charlie and my dear classmate. My name is Hafieza and for today I will be presenting about my poem. Poem that I've chosen is Pantun, and the title of my poem is Fly Back to You. So I will be giving a brief explanation on this pantun. So basically this poem is about a woman who travels from place to place to find peace alone. She do the things that she think can make her happy. She thought escaping from the place and also leaving the things that make her stress could give her new spirit for her life, to face her life again. She believed that leaving everything behind is the solution to overcome the problem that she went through. While she was wrong, while she go through all the things that she thought she could do to bring peace and happiness in her life, she feel more lonely and stressed. At the end of the journey, she finally decided to go back to the old place and her old circle and check on herself. So when I wrote this poem, I got the inspiration from my peers, from their experience and also the story that they told me, and I can conclude that they tend to leave everything behind and escape from the problem instead of face the problem and find a solution for it, which they thought leaving everything behind will solve the problem, but actually they're wrong. I will recite the pantun to you guys. The title of this pantun is Fly Back to You. I sit on a foreign street lonely for a cup of hot coffee. I wish you were here with me, loving the view and the coffee. For a cup of hot coffee, I fly from France to Italy, loving the view and the coffee, just to be elsewhere and be happy. I fly from France to Italy, had me escape the busy city. Just to be elsewhere and be happy, I capture magnificent sunset in Capri. Had me escape the busy city, without you I realize myself empty. I capture magnificent sunset in Capri, loving the view but not when I'm lonely. Without you I realize myself empty. Fasten your seatbelt, says the pretty. Loving the view but not when I'm lonely. Fly back to you and leave once I'm ready. So that is all from me. Thank you.
Now, 3 reasons of good poem. Firstly, much poesy used a powerful image, and it makes sense of the world. It has qualities that every woman has, but turn out everyone only see the flaws. Second, it has the best form to convey her idea, which is Barbidol as a reference in stating the perfection of a woman. Third, a poem would have a feminism, which shows the power of women. That's all. Thank you.